Dear students, welcome to our next video, that is elementary signals, unit step function, unit ramp function, and unit parabolic function. Now, unit step function, it is a type of elementary function which exists only for positive time and zero for negative time. It is equivalent to applying a signal whose amplitude suddenly changes and remains constant forever after applications. Now, what is unit step signal? Unit step signal, the amplitude will be equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. How we can draw this? U of t minus a. Now what is u of t minus a? Now it from a the amplitude will be equal to 1 from a to infinity. Now how we can represent this u of t minus a, that is u of t minus a is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, a, and 0 for t less than e. Now coming to discrete time signal. Now this is u of n with respect to n. From 0 to n greater than or equal to 0, the amplitude will be 1 and 0 for n less than 0. Now how we can draw u of n minus k? The u of n minus k will be equal to 1 from n greater than or equal to k. Now consider the value of k here. Now from k, the amplitude will be equal to 1 from n, etc. Uh, the x-axis will be here. Now, how we can write it mathematically? U of n minus k is equal to 1 for n greater than or equal to k and 0 for n less than k. Now, this is the discrete time unit step signal. Now this is ramp signal, that is linearly increasing signal. Linearly increasing signal, that is r of t is equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. How he got this value as t here? That is for when t is equal to 0, r of t value will be is equal to 0. If t is equal to 1, r of t will be also equal to 1. And now if you plot here, the points will be like this. And if we join the points, we'll get a straight line, which is a linear line. That is ramp signal. Now we are going to draw what is r of t minus a. R of t minus a, the amplitude will be equal to here from a you can plot the graph. From a this value will be linearly increasing. Now how we can draw the slope? What will be the slope of this? Slope will be equal to 1. Here or here also, what is the slope here? Slope is equal to 1. Now that is r of t minus a. How we can write this r of t minus a? R of t minus a, it is t minus a for t greater than or equal to a and 0 for t less than a. Now from this we will come to the relation between unit ramp signal and also unit step signal. Now we get this unit step signal u of t by differentiating the value of ramp signal, or else if you want to get r of t, you can multiply that is t into u of t. Okay, we'll get the value. Similarly, we can draw this for discrete time also. That is how we can write r of n will be equal to n for n greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for n less than 0. Now how we can plot this? The similar thing he can plot in discrete way. Now this is the linearly increasing and r of n with respect to n. Okay. Now this is R of n, which is equal to n into U of n. This is the relation between your that is discrete time signal. Now shifted ramp signal. How we can draw the shifted ramp signal? Now we can draw. Now if you want to shift three places, how we can shift the graph? Actual ramp signal you can write R of t as 0, 1. Now this is 2, this is 3. Now here also 1, 2, 3. Now, now one more we can draw 4. This is 4. Now if it is R of t with respect to t, now how we can draw the shifted version of the ramp signal R of t minus 3. If you want to get how we can draw. Now that is from 0, 1, 2, from 3 it will start, delayed by 3. Now here it will become 1 and here it is 2, here it is etc. Now this is shifted ramp signal. Now we can see what is parabolic signal. We can see what is parabolic signal also. Now what is unit parabolic signal? Now what is unit parabolic signal? Now parabolic signal, we can denote it parabolic signal, we can denote it by P. P of t, which is equal to t square by 2 for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. Now this is also written as P of t is equal to, since it is 1 from t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0, it is equal to step signal. So you can replace this t square by 2 into u of. Now similarly, in discrete also you can write it as P of n is equal to n square by 2 u of n. Now also in a shifted version of this parabolic signal, how we can draw the shifted version of parabolic signal, that is P of t minus a is equal to, in place of t you can write t minus a the whole square by 2, t greater than or equal to a and 0 for t less than a. Now similarly how we can write p of t minus a is equal to t minus a the whole square by 2 u of t minus a. Okay, now this is the function. Now parabolic signal also we can write this parabolic signal. How we can draw the parabolic signal? Parabola. This is the parabola. That is P of t. Okay, parabolic signal. And today we have seen unit step signal, ramp signal, and parabolic signal. Thank you.